Hello and
You're
welcome
live.
to Gatecrashers How Not to Be a Content Creator panel. My name is BardicRJ.
And I am Hozzerino. We are not about gatekeeping here. We'll be giving you a real talk about what goes into content creation. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
What makes me qualified to say what not to do? I've been making content full-time on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok for nearly 3 years. I've been stupid, I've made mistakes, I've been cancelled on Twitter once, and somehow I'm still standing.
Somehow. I've been streaming full-time on Twitch for 4 years, as well as dabbling a little bit in TikTok. I am also a commission artist making a variety of art and assets for other content creators. We've both made mistakes, and we're here to talk to you about some of them.
Just like last year, we have a few special guests and would love to answer your questions with them.
We will be talking to Natey Beak and JT Wusky. Go over to the Furality Discord now to give us your questions about content creation. You've got 10 minutes, so go! The quicker the better!
And before we get our guests onto the stage, we'll give you time to ask them questions. But Furality is hosting a charity auction to support Equality Florida Institute Incorporated. All funds raised from auctions will be donated to EQFL. When you make someone else's life better, we all win. So please consider taking part and helping this wonderful cause.
In this auction, we have a Sylva travel mug. Perfect for your commute to your obvious IT or science job, or even just to the kitchen and back.
We have a wine box set so you can tink in style with a luxurious wooden box, bottle opener and cork. Maybe it came from the Sylva rainforest, I don't know, but you can certainly bid on it.
There's the pen and pencil with holder. Ever wanted to be furry trash but say it with a splash of sophistication? Take this to your next job interview and they'll certainly be impressed with your sexy pens.
Who needs a body pillow when you can snuggle up with a Furality Sylva itself? Suitable to pass out on when you've drank too much in VR, even though you tell everyone that you drank enough water.
Get your paws walking in the Sylva sandals. Be ready for the beach, or for taking your bins out in a rush on a Wednesday morning. Whatever you do, do it in style.
I don't have a joke for this one. It's the Sylva yoga mat. If you do yoga, number one, I'm impressed with you, and number two, please give me your number.
And next up, we have the Sylva Pride glass. Celebrate Pride Month in style with this 10 out of 10 glass to tink with all your friends in VR.
Please, if you are a suspiciously wealthy furry, we know you're out there. Please go over to the Discord right now and bid on these items. There's separate sections for each of them. Go to the announcement section to see them all. You have the chance to help so many people and get some wonderful Sylva goodies out there because of it. So please go over there right now. Yeah.
Just like good content creators, we know how to beg for your money. So, let's get on with the panel.
JT and Natey, come on up to the stage, please. Please, come on up. Let's go. Woo! Hi, everyone.
Gamers. Oh, fuck.
Great
no, not my tracking. Oh, fuck.
At least you have tracking. Oh yeah, your foot's going turbo mode there. Hi everybody.
It's going sicko mode.
It's going sicko.
Let's go. Can we get some love in chat for these guys, please? All right, JT, for those who apparently live under a rock, tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm JT Wusky, and I've been a content creator for almost 3 years. I do Twitch, and I just do Twitter pretty much for the most part.
All right, and Natey?
Hi, I'm Natey Beak. I've been a Twitch creator, well, streamer for about, 2 or 3 years? I actually lost count, but I've actually been in the furry community making content since like 2008. I've been drawing a lot, so been around.
So we gave you a question to prepare for before all of this, and it was, what is a big mistake that you have made as a content creator? Natey, we'll start with you.
Oh, great. You're starting with me. I actually was barely prepared, and I was just making stuff up as we went along. I think I have just like a really basic answer, but it like really means a lot to me, because it's the like difference between like, even if I want to work for the day and it's obviously my job, but take a break. And that's like, sometimes I've woken up in the morning and I'm just like, yo, if I stream today, I'm not gonna have a good time, and everyone's gonna know that I'm not having a good time. And that really like could change everything. And I don't want to bring that vibe to everybody, because I'm trying to just chill out and either get some work done, or sometimes I play a goofy game. And I mean, you know, never know, something maybe can cheer you up during the stream, but like kind of like read the room for yourself, figuring out if you're ready for it, because you don't want to like bring a bad vibe and make anything, you know, you want to bring good vibes, because then people come in and then, you know, they have a great time and then they pay money or whatever you want, you know.
JT.
Well, I also kind of wasn't really sure like what kind of answer I'd want to give, but I think in general, like since starting streaming, I would say probably time management and organizing like how I want to do my content and stuff. Because like at the start, like I had no idea what I was getting myself into really. I just wanted to try streaming out because someone told me, hey, you should do that. I think you have like that energy, that charisma to be able to do something like that, and you know, have like an audience that like enjoys you talking forever, pretty much about anything and stuff kind of thing. But like, you know, trying to make a strict schedule for yourself, you know, because, you know, just doing a random stream every time throughout the week and stuff, like, you know, it's not really consistent throughout. So I think, you know, just, you know, planning yourself out, like in terms of streaming and like what you want to do for your content is like probably the best way to grow as a content creator.
You got anything before I, if you got
I
seven?
do.
I've
I
been
do
talking
have
a
a
lot.
big. I do have a big mistake that not only I made as a young streamer, but I see a lot of people doing, is taking that first sponsorship opportunity that comes to you. You guys might remember Artesian Builds. Now, I never took this one. But they approached me, and at first I was really excited. I was like, oh my god, build me a PC and sponsor me? What the hell? That sounds great. Then I looked at the contract, and I was questioning that a little bit, and I sent that to my best friend and said, hey, look at this contract. What do you think? Red flags everywhere. The wording, everything. Guys, you gotta look at your sponsorships. Check what's going on. You know, don't get really excited about, oh my god, I'm being sponsored. You've got to check, are you being exploited? Is what you've got to look at. And you know what? Your first sponsorship, there's a large chance you are.
Yeah, there's plenty of mobile
Bardic,
games that you maybe you don't like accept those things. You know, we all know, you know, all know them. They offer you big money. They like that the sponsorship agreement will be that, and you may only get like, you know, anywhere between 3 to like 10 viewers, kind of a thing, and they will still throw at you, earn hundreds of dollars. Read the contracts, really. Like,
If you
read
get
it. It's very
200
important.
sign-ups and they play for 10 minutes and get to level 5, yeah.
When it comes to me and like biggest mistakes kind of a thing, it's more so to do with like me personally on valuing yourself. I think as content creators you can like give too much away of like your time and your effort, especially like when you collab a lot. In the early days, because like a lot of like content creation, you do just collab. I love just making stuff. That's always been my like vibe. I will work with anyone that has a great idea just because it's fun to make stuff. But the realization that I've had now that I've been doing this for 3 years is that I ended up sidekicking myself way too much and not being a leader in what I can do. And make sure that you know that, because there's only one you. Don't be someone else's side gig. Don't be someone else's gimmick. You know, if you are funny, if you are talented, lead that. You lead that. And that was my biggest mistake. And as of this year, I'm undoing that. I am taking all of that playing off. I'm funny. I'm funny. Funny looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh
that.
my god.
Agreed. Very funny.
Don't nod at that.
Yes.
There's-
Yes, whatever you say. Yes.
We are live. We are live. I cannot do what I was. There are fingers I want to hold up.
Yeah.
Be quiet, Bardic. That's for later.
I wait for you to scrumple and come running in.
Okay, make sure that you are getting your questions inside the Discord as soon as possible, because once that thing floods up, we are not getting to you unless we like maybe not everyone can. I know I will probably like be in the Discord replying to as many of you as
I'll
possible.
try to reply to
but
some. Yeah.
Yes, we only have so many
If
hours
we
in
have
the day.
to, JT can go like super fast talking mode and just hit lightning round all them.
Oh
Answer
yeah, we
every
can
question.
just let JT off the leash. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
here you
yes,
go.
yes,
Wait,
yes, yes.
sorry.
No.
Sorry,
don't do that.
West
Don't do that. Yes, yes.
streamers.
Don't. Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, next
was
That'll
gonna
be
say
the
give you a
final
Red Bull.
exam. Yeah.
we'll just go through
I was going to say
50
give you a
questions in
Red
5
Bull,
seconds.
but we're streamers. I've got to give you a game of subs.
Yeah, you've got to give a game of subs with the
Just
code.
mix them together.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, so I think what is a great place to start off with here is actually get into some of the Q&A questions. Last year we learned that you wanted to know a lot, so we have cut a lot of the time down to make sure we can answer as many of your questions as possible. Magical voice in the sky, can you please give us some lovely tasty questions to regurgitate out?
I'm not only a magical voice in the sky, I'm a magical person.
Hello!
Hello.
Same as me.
Oh my goodness! We've got people on the
Hello.
stage to give us
Oh
questions.
my god, Furality's stuff. Ooh.
Right? Oh my god. They're keeping an eye on us. They're literally only out here because they do not
Yeah,
trust
they
us.
know.
Gotta keep you guys in
break
check,
the
right?
I keep muting my mic.
Dude, why can't I talk right now?
So we already have a lot of questions. It's already flooding up, as you guys, I'm sure, are already aware of. But
Yes.
first one's first. Getting kind of started with how you guys started up with this and the actual behind the scenes of how you guys getting started. So what types of things for getting started in VR content, whether it's streaming, OBS versus Streamlabs, or with VTubers specifically, with using VC Face or VTube Studio, can you explain the differences, the pros and cons of each, and what you guys typically?
Ooh, okay. I think if are you asking questions as well, Ari? Are we like bouncing back and forward on the questions? Okay, cool. I'll start
Yep.
on this side, and then we'll just yeet back and forth that way.
Oh,
Then.
well, ping pong.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take it
nice. Cool.
you.
So when it comes to like software and stuff like that, first off, I'd always recommend if you're seeing like other streamers utilize that stuff, you don't have to go for it. Like make sure that you're fitting your vibe because there's only one you. If it's stuff that you like, if it's free software, give it a download, give it a try. I'd always recommend OBS over the other one that we no longer talk about. But yes, OBS is great. It's there's so much open source stuff for it available, so many plugins. But yes, beyond that, there is really cool stuff from like I use VTuber Studio, but there's like 1,001 different ones appearing on the scene now to get your 3D models in. I'm more of a 3D modeler myself. You use there's one 2D one that you use, right?
I have made 2D avatars myself in the past. I have 3 or 4 2D avatars. There's only 2 that I will show off on stream once every 6 months, and people go, "Wait, Hoz, you used to be a 2D avatar maker?" And I'll go, "Yeah, baby," and chuck it up on screen.
But beyond that, just find your vibe. Just fit your absolute vibe on what works for you. YouTube tutorials, waste a day just finding cool stuff on YouTube and on Twitch.
So, honestly, my biggest advice for starting streaming is don't get lost in the softwares. You can spend hours, days researching your softwares. And I've seen people that they've been umming and ahhing about streaming for 6 months because they don't know which software to use or they want to get this asset first. My biggest advice for starting streaming is just do it. And as you start, you will figure out, oh, I don't like this feature of this software, or this one throttles my PC when I'm playing this game, so let's switch it up and let's try a different one. And don't be scared to start streaming with a lower quality stream, because that comes with time. I've been streaming 4-5 years now. You come to my stream, someone who starts streaming right today is not going to have a stream that looks like that. That's been built up over time. Just do it. Just go for it. JT. Naty has something to say.
Oh, you want to say something? Yeah.
Just really quick to kind of come off that is also don't obviously you feel like you might want to upgrade your stream and make it look really flashy with a bunch of assets. You want to drop a lot of money on a new model or hold a bunch of assets. I mean, do what you feel is best, but don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like you have to go I need my stream to look really good like this. I need a model to look this good, because whether or not you can afford it, like start small and work your way up, because you never know if you're gonna like put in a bunch of money to new assets and you barely use it or something. Like just start light and then kind of feel the room. You'll get a vibe. I'm still changing things every single day. I'm getting rid of new stuff, adding new stuff, and then one day I'll just throw it all out and start a new thing. You never know. Yes.
Very quickly, one more thing to add. Yeah. One more thing. I'm sorry. Yes, another thing I've seen a lot of people do. Don't laugh at me. If you're trying to start streaming as a career and not just as a hobby, if you're doing a hobby, do whatever the heck you want. But as a career, don't put loads of money into the stream that's not coming out of the stream. If you can't afford a £1,000 model, don't do it. Just wait till that money comes into the stream. Okay, sorry. I wanted to quickly say that. Go.
No, I was gonna say, connecting to both of you, I was say, because for me, I started when I was in college. I was in my last semester of college when I was starting my streaming stuff. And I honestly think simple when you're starting is honestly better, because having a simple screen versus like having 4 bajillion different freaking things on your screen is like, you know, it's kind of like sensory overload for a lot of people that tend to watch streams and stuff. So I would say, you know, even just having like a sub goal or like a little picture of art of your character, like that's what I typically do on my streams personally, because, you know, like I want them to see the whole shebang, you know, like the game I'm playing, like myself, like my VTuber model or whatever I'm using. But I would say, yeah, I use OBS Studio personally. I tried Streamlabs OBS for like a while ago, and it always would crash. So I was like, yeah, fuck that. I mean, screw that. I would use OBS Studio instead personally, because I'm sorry. Yeah, I use OBS Studio because, but also I would say
that's such a weird glitch out of your microphone.
Yeah. I said frick. I promise. I said frick. But no, I would say personally too, like, you know, make sure that you're getting the right programs and stuff that fits your computer, because some people may have this insanely high budget computer versus a very minimal computer. So like, you don't want to eat up your CPU, you don't want to eat up your GPU, you want to be able to use all of it without, you know, crashing your own computer just from turning on the live button, you know, kind of thing. So that's my advice, I'd say, for that too.
I think what we're learning here is that we can answer these questions with so many words, and we can just go for hours on each one of these questions. I think we just need to try and get it a little bit shorter for each one, try and get some more questions out, or we could spend hours
I don't want to go on a massive side tangent.
I mean, the more the merrier. All right. I mean, the more the merrier. We're always happy to hear each and every one of you talk. Our next question from Buppy. They ask, what is the best way to stream for VR in specific? I know you touched on OBS previously, and that one we don't want to talk about anymore.
I thought we started with Nate and coming back down to me.
I'm not a VR streamer.
Oh God. Honestly, Skip, I barely stream my VR chat. Just move on to them. They know everything.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so when I started VR chat streaming, I didn't even know there was a thing called a stream mode or stream camera button, and I clicked that button on accident, and I was like, whoa, I don't have to show first person anymore on my stream. I can show the camera for it and stuff like that. But yeah, but like in general, I would say for my answer, it'd be simple is better. Don't go too crazy, and yeah, use stream camera. It's literally in the game, so.
Yeah, I mean, stream camera is amazing. Just chuck into game capture on OBS. Learn your rule of thirds. If that's one thing I'm going to tell you instead, is learn the rule of thirds. Just Google it, rule of thirds, really quickly. It makes your stream look real pretty. And yeah, there's also a thing called VRC lens if you want to put that on your avatar. That's it.
It's very useful. I got one from, let's see. I got one from Xeno Wagon saying, what is the hardest / most annoying part of content creation?
Other content creators.
The burnout and the anxiety. There's a lot. It's multifaceted. You are right in like the content creators, because there are people who do clout chase, and there are people who will think that you are. Like, for instance, I'm someone who like really likes the privacy to a point. I'm very much like, I spend my time with my really close friends. I have had people yell at me saying I don't care about my audience and I'm just a clout chaser, just because I don't spend all my waking hours hanging with my audience. Guys, I have a life. I go touch grass. Have you tried it? So it's one of those things where it's just like finding that, you know, learning to stop burning out and to respect your own time and respect yourself, and stop caring about other people's opinions on like what you do as a creator. And it takes time, because everyone will say that they don't care about the numbers, or they don't care about X, Y, and Z about being a streamer. But then there will be a day that will bother you, and it's because of other people and that expectation. And like taking those shackles off and taking that off of yourself, you feel so much better as a creator. You just have fun again. You just have fun, but you will get caught by those chains at some point again. It's a rinse and repeat cycle.
I would love to say here something about how frustrating the grind is, and how I learned that a lot recently with getting very sick and having to take weeks off at a time in the hospital. But I don't want to put people off. So I would say the most annoying thing about content creation would probably be trying to come up with unique ideas every stream. And that's where I get a little bit lucky, because I'm an art streamer and I can just load up the art and I know what I'm doing. I'm just like, I'm just going to draw a horse here. There you go, chat. Right, give me money. But, you know, for a lot of game streamers, that's very difficult. That's very difficult to do. It is hard. So being able to say like, oh, there's this game's coming up, I want to play this on this date, and just getting some stuff in advance can be really helpful for you.
The most annoying thing, is that what the question was? Sorry, I actually didn't hear the question. It's exciting.
The most difficult or / annoying thing about content creation.
I would say for me, like my biggest struggle at times is like trying to figure out what to say sometimes, because, you know, like there can be days where I can just talk for hours. I can, like, if I wanted to do like an 8-hour stream of just constantly talking about different things that's going on in my mind, or things I want to do or whatever kind of thing. But like I have those moments where like I actually don't know what to say, and it just feels really awkward. And so like, you know, trying to overcome that little obstacle and like, you know, kind of plan out a little bit more than what I normally would do for something, and putting the time into that as well, I'd say would be like my kind of difficult thing for myself.
I would say the first thing that's the most annoying is being dehydrated. Hold on, let me get my drink. I need an excuse.
Where's the redeem? Chat, where's the redeem?
You know what? That's a good
Where's the
idea.
redeem?
Let's. It's warm in here.
Okay.
Hydration is
Okay, the second
important.
thing.
You know what,
The
fine.
second thing,
No, I have
kind
to
of like,
drink water.
honestly, you guys pretty much covered.
Frick.
You guys pretty much covered everything. Like, I'd say, kind of going off what I said earlier too, is like, kind of find out what you enjoy doing on stream and work with that. But sadly, sometimes that might not be what people enjoy watching. But you have to find a middle ground, because if you just cater to the audience, I don't know if you're gonna have a good time. Like, I've seen plenty of streamers. I'm like, dude, do you really enjoy playing this game every single day? Like, are you just doing this because you think you have to? And now if you change, you'll never be able to get the audience. So you got to find what you do. Like, I have the luxury of like, I draw for 12 hours a day, more or less. And I just decide some days to turn the stream button on. I'm doing it anyway. So I have a different problem, and that's just because I can't stop working. But it's a good problem. I enjoy doing it. That's the thing. I like it.
All right.
I wish.
Our next question comes from V or something. That's their name. And they ask, I know it was kind of touched on briefly, but how do you get ideas for videos or streams? Because, you know, sometimes you get in that funk. How do you really generate those ideas?
Okay, I actually love this question. So glad I get to start. One, so my kind of streams is I draw all day, but if I'm not drawing, I'm usually playing a video game. But I don't like to just play a video game. I mod the hell out of it, or I do something just downright stupid. Example. Okay, other than the art streams, which is me going, I have like a brand of OCD where I like to plan everything out. Every month is planning out what projects I need to work on and how I work on it. If I'm not doing that, I whether it's in the shower, or I'm just in bed or driving a car, I'm laughing to myself going, wow, wouldn't it be funny if I just played Trucking Simulator, but the chat controlled all the memes that appear on screen and I can't see where I'm driving and I crash my car? And then I just do it in like a week and then the stream's on. It's just a stupid idea like that. I have so many stupid ideas and I just write them down and then eventually I try to get them done. I don't know, just kind of go with the flow. Find out what you enjoy, or just do something fun and stupid, even if it kind of fails. Like, go nuts, because you're never going to like do anything crazy and fun and find out what you're good at unless you try doing it. You have to fail upward, you know?
No, I agree 100% on that one. For me, I do mostly, I sing, and then also I've been recently getting into art as well too. And I think honestly, like putting your attention and focus into something that you're really interested in, can actually like open your mind to more like of the creative side of your brain that you have. Cause I do science for a living. So like I'm always supposed to do something a specific way, and that's literally it, done in there. But for like streaming and stuff, like it opens the door to different opportunities. Like you can do it however you want, whenever you want, and stuff, and that's something that like I really enjoy a lot, and I think that's what opens my creative mind. But like it could be different for everybody else. So I would say in general, just focus on something you're really interested in, and like just push forward into that, I guess, like help grow and stuff.
Yeah, and when it comes to, well, I'm going to talk about TikToks a little bit. Let's say TikToks. If you're trying to get ideas for them, honestly, the best way I found was just start very first ones. Just use the sounds, do the memes, do the things everyone else is doing. And as you relax into it, you start thinking, well, what if I adapted this and changed it to this? Or what if I did a version of this and changed it to this? And as those start working, you start getting the confidence, you start thinking, well, what if I did this completely different, completely unique, and, you might get a hit, you might get a miss. It's fine. Everyone will forget about it in 10 seconds. It's fine. Don't worry about your misses. But you might get a hit. And honestly, it's the confidence that really gets you on that one.
For me, getting ideas, it's one of those things that I just try to always write down in my notes app. Just things that will hit me randomly. Like, irresponsibly, I have a drink driving stream coming up, in which I am going to drive in Euro Truck Simulator
in a video game.
While drinking in a video game. It's in a video game because it's a stupid. It's
Never, ever do that in IRL. Ever.
Don't never do that
We
IRL.
do not
Never do
condone
that IRL.
drinking and driving.
Creators, we do not encourage
It's
that
illegal.
behavior.
This is.
You're bad.
Guys,
I
calm
will
down.
ban you if you do that IRL.
Calm down. It is obviously it's going to be like this joke stream where it's obviously like it's a stupid idea because you're going to see the result on Euro Truck Simulator about how bad I'm going to play it, and that's not normally my scene. I love like doing these novelty ideas, and I think it's always a smart idea to not drink and drive, to write in your note app just different ideas as they hit you. Think about the stuff that you enjoyed while growing up. For me, like for online content creation, I think about people like Good Mythical Morning, that really inspired me like 10 years ago, and stuff like SourceFed as well. And from a streaming standpoint, Ludwig is another one, like a big one that got me into streaming, along with like Moist Critical. And seeing, Ludwig always talks about how content creation is theft, but you twist it, right? And find what is your twist, right? Everyone has played X video game like a numerous amount of time. What like makes Nate playing a video game special? The fact that they're modding it. The fact that they're modding it and making it chaotic and, to fit Nate's
Badly,
style.
I might add.
Let's bring back Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig 3, let's go!
Let's go.
We love you.
So it's all about what you can do, what you can bring to the table, and making sure that you always write down within your notes, because you are going to forget. You are going to do that. Rely on your past self as well to help you in the times when you're struggling now.
All right, amazing. I have one from Finnick the Kitsune King saying, what have you guys incorporated into your stream to hold viewers' attention? And I'm going to expand that into any kind of content creation, period.
Ooh, I have a few of these things. So, there is a well-known fact that if you can't hold, that you guys are dumb. Yeah, everyone on Twitch right now, you guys are dumb, because it's scientifically proven that we can't hold your attention for more than 10 seconds. That's actually the case. So I've learned that if there's 10 seconds of audio, people will leave. So I have come up with, oh God, I really gotta pee. I can't leave. Press funny button to make video play that will keep your attention while I run to go drain my bladder, not drown my bladder.
Drown? Okay.
Yeah, drown my bladder. Drowning my bladder is when they make me hydrate 1,000 times. But
Well, yeah. That's another thing that holds your attention.
So I just fun alerts, and also sometimes I'm just like I'm trying to sort something out, and there's like chaos going on, and I ask for a specific emote in chat. I'm like, "Can I get some wiggles in chat, please? Can I get some wiggles?" And I play some music.
I want
and
to
I'm
see
like,
wiggles in the
"Okay,
chat right now, by
fix
the way.
this thing. I need to fix this." Or I'm panic something else, or I'm like slamming down food because chat's yelling at me because I ADHD'd again and I haven't eaten. So you guys are my parents. Hi.
We're just really complicated Tamagotchis.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Chat's also your thing, Tom. Don't forget.
Furbies,
Furbies too.
2023 Tamagotchis.
Yeah. So, as
New
an art
ICH.
streamer that... Shut up. As an art streamer, there are times where I get in the groove. I'm listening to the music on my stream, and my brain is gone out the window, and I'm just there, just like, whoa. And in those moments, I'm not being very entertaining, but my chat is, because my chat has these dumb redeems where they make stupid 30-second fart noises that sound worse and worse as it goes along. Yeah, you know the one. And all these sorts of stuff.
We're adults.
And they're fantastic about it. Also they're talking between each other, but they're just trying to distract me. They've got... I'm going to talk about it. They've got gifs of my ass just flying around the screen. They've got I do lots of ass emotes. There's lots of ass emotes I can just bring up on the stream. My best friend TC's like buff tummy comes up. Just this stupid stuff that they're just like monkey brain just go, ooh, but, ooh, fart. That's what we've done on mine. JT?
We're making fun of you right now.
Okay, I did not hear the question again. I'm like, actually, like, this is bad. What was the question?
It's okay, JT. Me too. I was gonna ask. I also
what was
JT
the-
brained it.
Oh Lord, it was. What do you do to keep people entertained and retain their attention, whether it's in streams, your content, TikToks, etc.?
Oh, I would say for my answer, because I do singing and stuff like that, I always come up with, I find different songs every stream. If I ever want to do a song on stream, I feel like that's just a way to like, kind of get people more engaged and involved into it, because a lot of the songs I sing personally are something that are very emotional, something that like anybody can connect with, even if it's not exactly the same thing. That's like one thing I would say for me, like it's just something that I can keep my audience like engaged in, is like a new song that they hear every time they see me stream and stuff, kind of thing.
And honestly, they all said they're great, like the same stuff I would, but I will add on one thing. I not for everybody, but I do like to read chat and reply, which kind of gets it back and forth, and like people really enjoy it. I don't know. Did you kind of already say that already?
No, that's just
Look, my brain is leaving me.
people, Nancy. You can't say that.
I like to read them. There you go.
Do you like reply in the chat, or do you like say it out loud response? Like do you like type it
You
in
know,
the chat?
I actually like turn my mic off and I type in chat. It's very nice. It feels like that I'm in there with them watching the stream.
Natey, how many times do you have to reply to the question, "Hi, how are you?"
Oh, every single time. It's awful. I should probably automate it.
Just one solid answer. You pin the answer on your chat.
Yeah, I just pin it. Anyway, those are all great answers, honestly.
No, for sure.
Wonderful answers. Our next question comes from Nikki, and their question is, how do you deal with creative burnout? And how sometimes that can be challenging to create an engaging and thoughtful content, like regularly.
That is a tough one for me to answer just because so my brand of neurodivergence is I plan everything out constantly, and then I never have a moment of like, what do I do today? Literally today, I'm like, okay, on Tuesday, I'm going to work on this project. I'm going to take a break at the next day. The next day, I'm back in with a different like everything is planned out every single day. So I guess it's not everyone's brand, but like my idea is just, if you're a type of person that works good on making your own schedule and going like, I feel good about this, I know what I'm going to do and I don't feel overwhelmed, or I don't feel like I'm trapped in not knowing what I'm going to do, it could help you. But that's only how some people work, and that seems to be how I work.
Yeah, personally, I put a lot of my scheduling kind of focus on like my actual work, because it's something I personally do full time. Because to be able to stream right after work like 3 days a week and stuff. So like when I have times where I'm like super burnt out, like I worked really long hours that day and stuff, and I just don't feel like I'm ready to stream because I'm so mentally exhausted and stuff, I give myself that free time to like actually like do something that's like not using any of my brain at all kind of thing. So like, be like puppy or something, be puppy. And like, and then when I feel like I'm ready to stream again, I keep up to date with my chat and stuff to let them know, like I'm not going to stream today, but I'll move it to this day because it'll be more open based on the schedule I have for work and stuff kind of thing. So that's like what I would do for burnout.
So I've been dealing with burnout for at least 8 months. You'll see it if you look at my TikTok account. You can see exactly when it started because there's no more videos. And honestly, this comes from I know this is a privileged standpoint. Not everyone can afford to do this if this is your full-time job. I know that. You've got to give yourself a break though, because if you keep working through burnout, you're not going to get through it. You've got to find another thing. You change it up, even if it's not taking a break necessarily, but just change what you're doing. Not do the same thing every day. Don't give yourself zoochosis, which is something that animals get in zoos when they do the same stuff every day. We are animals. We're in a capitalist zoo. Do the same stuff every day, you're going to get burnt out. You've got to mix it up. You've got to change it up.
I always live by the philosophy with like content that is you need a mixture of novelty and consistency, and that works with your burnout as well. Sometimes you will, as a content creator, as you regardless if you do it as currently as a career or that's where you want to go, whatever. And this just applies for life in general. Having that novelty allows you to keep cheerful because you're doing something new and it's exciting, but the consistency keeps you grounded. Outside of that, if you do find yourself like just chugging away and you eventually start burning yourself out, you need to grab the stick that is your work life and snap it briefly, and then put it back together again. Go do something else. You can change if you're from a stream standpoint or video standpoint. Do something different. You don't have to let it affect your main work. Do something just for yourself, or just take some kind of a break. Sometimes that can be hard to do. Like out of the 3 years I've been like making content now, it's been rare that I've taken a break. This week, funny enough, with Furality and Confuzzled is one of the rare times that I'm like, I'll whatever happens when I go back to streaming, it happens. If I fall off, it's whatever, kind of a deal. If they go love JT's stream more, it's whatever. And I love
heard
your
it. Go follow
ADHD,
JT.
sweetie. I love your ADHD.
What?
But just let yourself be you. Just break your schedule for a little bit and then put it back together, because you need to think of the fundamentals to put yourself back together first, whether it's like do your laundry, get a bath bomb to enjoy yourself with, or just, I don't know, call your mother. Something like that. Just snap your schedule a little bit and put yourself back together. There's a song by Billy Joel called Vienna. If you are someone who gets burnt out a lot or is like that, that needs that loves music to put themselves back together, go listen to it. Billy Joel, Vienna.
All right, perfect. I have one from Oris that asks, what steps should you take to grow and stylize your community, preferably without large monetary investments?
You don't necessarily need to grow and stylize your community. Weirdly enough, your community is partially a reflection of you. I'm not the kind of person to give in to the of the furry fandom. Ironically, from the person who is currently, one of the most trending videos is extra nuzzles pounces on you. But like, people know that I don't like that kind of a thing. So make sure that you are putting yourself into your content so that your community knows who you are, because the people who you don't want around, the people who you don't want around in your community, they'll eventually leave, and you can get the people that you want to stay. Just keep being yourself within that. To grow, there is a limit in each kind of creative field of genre that you can grow up to, because the niche you get, the lower the amount of audience pull that you can find. The numbers shouldn't really bother you. The numbers should only quote unquote bother you when it's your career. That is the only time numbers should bother you, but you shouldn't be focused on them. Just make the stuff you want to and make it to a quality that you care about. Don't make it perfect, okay? Because you'll be striving for that forever. Get it out. But there are tons of ways to make content without large monetary investment, and I would beg of you to find the ways to do it for free or do it on the cheap, because you get nimble. All right. When you start investing into buying equipment, you will know how to use it. You will know what happens when it breaks, and you can either fix it or you can go back to the way you did it and you will do it better. The less equipment that you have to start, the better you will be at production. And that can go from your phone to your stream equipment to your YouTube editing stuff, all of that.
All right. So in terms of growing community, well, here's a mistake I made early on, and this might not be applicable to everyone, and I hope it's not. Honestly, I hope it's not. But here's a mistake I made, and it was to let someone in chat who was making me uncomfortable stay there, because they were a number. And by having that person who was maybe person number 3 in my chat, people would actually come in and see them being just a little bit uncomfy, making me uncomfy, saying some quite nasty stuff, and they'd leave because it made them uncomfortable. So that actually throttled everything. The biggest thing is having respect for yourself and just being out and proud of you, and if someone is making you not feel too great, just have a word with them. I don't mean ban them outright, but just say, hey, I'm not really comfortable with what you did here. Can we maybe tone it down a little bit? If they tone it down, everyone else, they'll be more comfortable as well. It's not just you that gets made uncomfortable by the chat members. It's everyone else as well.
I would say something like kind of like connecting with Bardic a little bit, like use what you have, because like if you already have an art program and you're like you do want to do art streaming or something, like you don't really need to buy another art program, or you don't need to buy certain things if you already have them at your disposal.
Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just got layers. You can install layers as a layers mod.
It's content. That's content right there. But yeah, and also and also kind of connecting with Haas as well too. Like if there's people that are making you uncomfortable, or like they're saying things that like not only make yourself uncomfortable, other people uncomfortable. Like for me personally, like if someone's saying like homophobic things or other stuff like that, like I don't want that, and I just immediately ban them and just go on my way and not even really pay mind to it, because we don't need to give those people the attention that they are like kind of seeking out and stuff when they do those things on other people's streams and stuff. So yeah, I think again, just like what I said, just like use what you have for now, and then eventually, like if you need to get other things, like only get them if you absolutely need them. Especially if you're on like a little budget or something, I would say just like kind of base it off of that for your content and stuff, and that's how you'll grow.
All I got is something that's also like maybe just niche, maybe doesn't work for everybody. Don't push it too hard either. But it always helps to like go and look out at other streamers, go say hi in chat if you like them, obviously, because a lot of the friends I've made are literally people that either showed up to my stream and I noticed them and I'm like, oh my god, you're cool, whether they're a streamer or not, like anybody. Or I showed up in other streamers' stream and I like literally I probably met Haas because I just went in there and I'm just like, haha, butts or something. I don't even know. Like, I've made friends here because of this, and it's connected communities, and I don't know. It's really done a lot for me and everyone else. I think that can be a good thing. Just don't push it too hard. Don't do it because you like and be fake about it. Because then, like, I mean, you got to be true to yourself,
I only said hi in Haas's chat to make them my roommate.
And it works.
Now we live together. Oh my
Now
god.
we live together.
Nady, can we be roommates?
Platonically.
Can we be roommates, Nady?
I mean, yeah, I kind of want to live in wherever you live, haha.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know.
Close one. Hey, also, fun fact: don't accidentally dox your friends. Anyway, next.
Yeah, I can't wait to live at this street address in this postal code. At this
IP number.
exact coordinate.
The scary
My
thing
credit card
is,
numbers are 1, 2.
we've doubled the chance of us doxing ourselves because now we live together.
job.
So if one of us doxes
So smart.
ourselves, we dox the other.
Yeah, I used to keep it so quiet where I lived, but you were out and proud about whereabouts in the country you lived, and I was like, oh, now everyone knows where I am.
I got recognized in my corner shop. That was an awkward time. I was buying a sandwich.
Yeah, you post selfies everywhere. I know exactly what you look like.
If I die, you all know what's happened.
It was me.
It was that sandwich shot. Our next question comes from Cody Lycan, and they ask, how do you interact with fellow content creators without stepping on their toes? And what can you do if
Oh my
you
God.
royally mess up with them?
You can step on my
It's
toes.
so funny,
dude.
but yeah, actually. Oh, okay. I'll eat that later. Anyway, sweetie,
All
that's
right,
later.
take it outside of the panel. Come on.
Kind of related to what I just said, actually. Like if you're just whether you're a viewer or a streamer, just kind of you got to, like I said, you got to read the room. You'll kind of get to know the streamer because they're usually being themselves on stream, and like you'll kind of get a good rapport back and forth, going like, oh my god, like just today I have a regular who's been very like lovely and sweet. It's to the point where I like to kind of riff on them, and I literally just yell at them like, stop that! You stop that right now! And it's like, hopefully they don't mind. I even send the message over to like, hey, I really appreciate you. It's just kind of read the room, kind of have fun with each other, and I don't know. I think you'll know if you step on toes or something, and if not, then there's nothing wrong with just shooting whether you're nervous or not, like. Just shoot a question, be like, hey, I hope that was okay what I did today. Like, I was just having fun. I apologize if I did anything wrong. It can be the hardest thing to actually reach out and do that because I'm a nervous person too. But it can be worse if you don't, because I would rather know someone felt bad about something about me than not at all. And even if there's that pang of like fear, like, oh God, I hurt somebody or something, but you get over with because you get it. You got to talk about these things. You got to communicate.
No, I agree with that 100%. I would say in general, also like kind of treat like, not kind of, but like treat people like an actual human being too. Cause like I've had a lot of moments myself too, where I felt almost kind of like dehumanized. Like it feels like you're like something way more and way greater than what you really are and stuff. Cause in the end, we're all humans and stuff. And, just treat someone, like treat the person that you want to like reach out to and stuff, like as if they're like just another casual person that you want to like socialize with or like talk to and stuff. And, and it can potentially take off from there and stuff. So that's why I would say for my answer for that. And if you're going a little bit too far,
we're both just people like anyone else. It's just like this is our job here, but it doesn't make it that much difference, honestly.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. So it's just like any friendships, really. It's just if it's a content creator, let's say Twitch, you show up to a few streams in a row, be kind, be nice, compliment what they're doing, just the general friendship stuff. But don't expect that straight away. We've had it in the past. I've seen it in my chat where people come in and let's have a look in chat. Artie and Colton, who are in the chat right now, are messing with me. They're roasting me. I know you guys know how to get me. You can make me cry. And someone will come in their first time chat is like repeating the same thing. It doesn't hit the same. You have to remember you got to build up that relationship, and it's not going to be, I'm not friends with JT today, but tomorrow I'm going to be besties and we're going to be hanging out and having a sleepover. You got to build it up over time, and having that patience is really difficult. It's really difficult. But if you vibe, you vibe, and you know what? There's going to be a chance you won't vibe, you won't get on. It's fine. Not everyone's going to get on. It's fine.
I just want to add in also make the streamer laugh. That's all.
Make the streamer laugh. Yep.
The thing that I'm like, even while listening to this, I'm like, it's one of those situations where I think, why do you want to be friends with other or like just interact with like fellow content creators kind of a thing? Like it should just happen naturally. Kind of a thing. If you're like going out and seeking friendship with like, oh, I want to be friends with Natey because Natey's a great streamer. Shut up. Go be friends with people because of like you want to be like you vibe kind of a thing. With me? Like I love Natey. Natey's great. I love Haz. They're annoying. And and they burp at me sometimes. I burp at them too. But that's the nature of
Hey, I
our
walked
friendship.
down the stairs the other day. You were waiting at the bottom. You looked at me and farted.
They walked back up the stairs. They walked
Yeah,
right
I wasn't
back
walking
up
through that to get to the bathroom. My pee break can wait. I'm not walking through that.
Wow, look at the
eating.
time.
Anyway.
I gotta go. I'm gonna.
So actually, answer the question though, it's a case of like, don't seek out content creators in that kind of regard. If there's content that you want to make, all right. The great thing about like content creators is a case of like, we mutually are aware of like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, kind of mentality when you're collaborating, and that is not a bad thing. All right. People think that that's just clout chasing. No, but if you can enjoy your job, I love making stuff. You know, I just getting asked to like be in like someone comes to me with a good idea, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. I don't care about the size or anything like that, but I understand that there is a good scratch my back, scratch yours in certain, you know, scenarios. And that's how friendships kind of happen, you know, kind of a deal. Like I can't even remember how we became actual friends. I don't even remember when we first started hanging out, but it was definitely content based. Yes, you. I know Nate, we became friends. Right. With you and Nate.
It was an emergency setting, and I helped out with a charity.
It was a charity. With like we became friends through charity. And it just naturally happened. We became friends through a mutual friend, and then we were both like, oh, we're content creators, and now we live together. So it
his
just
mutual friend was like,
naturally.
you two would get along great, and yeah, now we're just with this.
This one thought they
This
messaged
is
my
their
chat
fault.
first,
This is blame them
and
for
I
this.
messaged them a year prior in their chat. Yeah.
I can get a word of that.
Oh, that's fine.
I guess in the end, it's more about being an actual, genuine person with people, and people can always tell when you're trying to go up the ladder or if you're trying to actually just spark something.
And obviously, if anyone reacts kind of negatively towards you, they might have been burnt before. I've been burnt before. I've been used, you know, kind of a thing. So I'm very cautious. I actually did. I made a steak the other day. There is a lot of like, I accidentally flipped the steak really quickly, and there is a bud just down my arm.
Oh, no.
Hurt like a. Yep. Hurt like a word I can't say, or Dalton will come in here and kick me.
Oh no.
But yeah,
but going to...
and, yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead.
Next question. We've already got like 8 minutes.
All right, yeah. I think this one wraps up a lot of good stuff to finish things off and round things off. Going back to content creation and stuff like that, what, in your opinions, is the best way to cater your content to platforms like TikTok, Twitter, etc.? Do you shotgun it, doing it all at once? Do you stagger it out? How do you guys grow your content? Because from what I understand, at least, your Twitch streaming for 1,000 hours without posting content, it's a lot more risky unless you put things out there for people to see when you're not online.
If you are a streamer, first and foremost, you don't grow on Twitch just by streaming. So if you want to grow on Twitch, stop streaming a little bit. Don't stream 7 days a week like an idiot. You know, take some time to take some of your funnier clips, or funny moments and make TikToks out of them, or take some TikTok sounds and like make some stuff out of it. I used to operate a triangle situation. I wanted my Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube to be very separate on what goes up on there. Now it kind of blends a little bit here and there, but I wanted each of those to have their own vibe. To my personality shines through on each one, but I wanted them to stand out like alone, because I wanted to understand those platforms a little bit more, and I know the kind of stuff that I like on YouTube and what I like seeing on TikTok and what I like doing on Twitch. But yes, after you're done streaming, if there's a good clip that you can grab, yes, you can post it on TikTok. But TikTok isn't a Twitch clip scenario. Like, there are guaranteed to be like those banger ones, like one I uploaded the other day about, you know, Moore's Paws Tales and something else that I can't say in this scenario. But that works. Not all your clips are going to work, so don't waste the time. Do something a bit more original and stand out. What makes you better or shine a little differently? Maybe that's better, because you're not better than someone else. You're different. But what makes you different? What makes you stand out against someone else in all of those platforms?
Yeah, so like Bardic was saying, you've got to remember Twitch is not a perpetual platform. You are visible while you're live, you are invisible when you're not live. You don't go on Twitch to watch a YouTube video. You go on YouTube to watch a YouTube video. You go on TikTok to watch short things. If you're going on Twitch, you're watching it live, and if someone's not live at that time, you're not going to see them. But that is not a sign that you need to be live all the time. That is a sign that you need to be spreading your content between these platforms and pulling people into your Twitch. When I was doing TikToks, my Twitch exploded with people following from the clips and just from the general TikToks. They would come and follow my Twitch, and so many people were coming in saying, "Oh my god, I saw you on TikTok. Oh my god, here's a sub. Here's a follow. Oh my god, your content. I love it." Because they want to come and talk to you while you're live as well, and having that one-to-one interaction is very, very valuable for your community. And again, having that one-to-one interaction, if you're trying to grow a TikTok instead of a Twitch, it can still be wonderful to do that and say, "Hey, come find me live here, talk to me right now, I'm a person, we'll have a conversation," and it'll bring people back to your TikTok as well.
For me, I started with like no platform whatsoever, and it was at first it started off with my Twitch personally blowing up first, like as it came out of nowhere, and then over time I started doing different things on Twitter and stuff. Like I have a lot of art personally, and I think it's really fun to make cute little captions for it and stuff, because I think it's something that's a little bit engaging for other people and other things as well too. And I honestly at this point now, like when I do Twitter, I kind of pretty much just do like what I'm thinking about throughout the day, or there's something cute or whatever kind of thing. And then when I do like my tweets for like, hey, I'm live right now, I don't just post the Twitch link. Like I make a little cute little thing for it to like, give a little theme for the day when I'm streaming and stuff. So like kind of like just like be creative with what you post on any of your platforms. And I think a lot more people will be engaging with your Twitch or whatever platform that you want to grow on personally. That's what I think.
I'm actually in a fun position where I'm actually not too good at this, and I keep saying the word actually. I'm gonna start doing what you guys are saying next. I actually don't really have much of a TikTok. I don't do anything on YouTube, but dump my VODs on there. All I do is Twitch, and then I do have a Twitter. I post things to, my art to. I have a Patreon. I have some other sites I have a big audience on. But like, the fact that I know so many friends who are putting some stuff on YouTube and TikTok, and they're like getting tons of people in. I'm like, you can do that? All right, I guess I better start making TikToks. I'm going to probably start ASAP in the next month. I got to do it. It's going to really help out. And it's not, hey, there's one other fact about this too. If you're pretty happy with your audience, don't feel like you have to keep pushing, but it also would help your, if this is your job, you also might want to keep getting more people. So I'm kind of in the catch-22 where I both know I should probably keep getting more people who might enjoy my stream. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I want to actually explode that big until I can't read chat, but you know what? Better do it than not, I guess.
Okay. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. We've only got like a couple minutes left. JT, Nate, thank you so much for being on the panel. It is very much appreciated. If you would like to leave the stage, guys, please go follow them. JT Wusky and Nate Beak, please go spam in the Twitch chat so that people can go follow you guys as well.
Can I have one leaving note that's very important?
Yes.
Get an accountant if this is your job. Get an accountant. Everything can be tax exemptable for your job. Your computer is depreciating income. You can get an accountant, please. Okay, that's all. Bye, everybody.
All right. And guys, just a big thank you to the Furality staff as well. Thank you both so much for answering those questions.
Of course.
This has been the how not to create content panel. I hope that you learned a little bit something from it. But before we go, we've got to really quickly do this. Let me scroll back up. Furality is hosting a charity auction to support Equality Florida Institute Incorporated. All funds raised from the auction will be donated to EQFL. When you make someone's life better, we all win. So please consider taking part of this wonderful cause.
We have the Sylva travel mug, perfect for your commute to your, again, obvious IT or science job, or just to the kitchen and back, which for me is 3 floors, so I need a mug for that.
We have a wine box set so you can tink in style with a luxurious wooden box, bottle opener and cork. Maybe it came from the Sylva rainforest. I don't know, but you can certainly bid on it.
And there's the pen and pencil with a holder. Have you ever wanted to be furry trash? Yes. But say it with a splash of sophistication, then take this to your next job interview and they'll certainly be impressed with your sexy pen.
Who needs a body pillow when you can snuggle up with Furality Sylva itself? Suitable to pass out on when you've drank too much in VR, even though you told everyone that you drank enough water.
You didn't. Or you can get your paws on those get your paws on those silver sandals and be ready for the beach or for taking the bins out in a rush on a Wednesday morning. Whatever you do, just do it in style.
And I'm going to joke for this one. It's the Sylva yoga mat. If you do yoga, number one, I'm impressed. And number two, please give me your number.
They're pretty desperate. And next up, we have the Sylva Pride glass. Celebrate Pride Month in style with this 10 out of 10 glass to tink with all your friends in VR with water.
Please, if you're a suspiciously wealthy furry, please go over to the Discord now and bid on these items. Go over to the Discord. There are sections each for them. Please, please, please do so. Please support the charity. It's very important. Thank you so much. And once again, this has been the Gate Crashers How Not to Create Content panel. Thank you so much. It has been amazing. JT, Natey, thank you so much for being here. Everyone who's watching, thank you so much. Thank you for making our lives better. Look after yourselves.